belly deduction.
Merry Christmas, my ninjas! MADePAP. Cool ranch stick is delicious. MADePAP. Snow's dumping hard, lights busting in this bitch. Rudolph's horny slenders, Christmas drip immaculate, the whole fit. Mad, machismo by the fire, getting lit, no cap. Brahma bull, slagging crazy, never takes a nap. Punk waddles, bars are different, straight holiday madness. Rip that shit, go relentless. Little chest spilling the eggnog tea. Unless your name is Steve, Christmas calls are free. On the real, that dude's starting to scare me. Merry Christmas, my ninjas! MADePAP. Cool ranch stick is delicious. MADePAP. Oh, and there's a guy called him. Guy called him. Guy called him. Oh, and then there's a guy called him. Psst, did him say something?
Man, Cool Ranch dick would be delicious.
You just toss them in your mouth.
Yum.
Merry Christmas, my ninjas.
I don't like that Imp's avatar is the coolest one in your videos now.
Can we play the intro one more time?
No. Everybody hated my good-spirited, happy
I loved
Christmas.
that intro. That might be your best intro ever. It's
Whatever.
a Christmas miracle.
Can we
Anyways.
label that one the Linkin Park Christmas intro?
No, that wasn't Linkin Park at all, man. Anyways, I'm me, they're them, and we're us. The YouTube equivalent of Braille. People
Us.
when
we
Speak. And we speak.
What the fuck was that, punk? What are you? What are
I'm
you?
very moved by the intro.
No. Don't
Punks.
come in here trying to voice the man us where you're the one. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Punk's still in metal mode.
Yeah.
He wants to be all like, people feel us when we speak.
I'm going into
why-
strong
What's up,
bad
Cynthia?
mode.
Don't know why he would be after that.
Oh, Imp's calling out your product there.
Wait,
bad.
what's?
It wasn't-
I'm
it
sorry, it
wasn't-
wasn't fucking produced in the goddamn garage.
But production has nothing to do with it.
Oh my god. What didn't you like about it? I don't know what music you like. I'm gonna be honest. Is it the graw guys? The that shit?
Yeah, some of it.
Ah, there it is.
Not all of it, but some of it.
What up, E-Clay? Anyways,
I never said it was bad. I'm just saying I don't consider it metal. That's all.
oh my god, what is metal then?
I mean, it felt pretty metal to me.
what the fuck is metal?
I mean, that if you consider
Is
the rock,
Metallica metal?
they used to be.
No, Metallica is not metal.
Is Korn metal?
No.
Yes.
I love yes, no.
New metal.
Wait, no, I'm talking like first album when they still had bagpipes and shit. I'm talking like
That
shoots and
Jesus.
ladders.
They were metal.
I guess.
Yeah.
Blind
Yes.
and
Yeah. What's the other one, Brahma?
Adidas.
No, wait, no, it's my channel. No.
What about Amon Amarth?
Y'all know the song on that first album that I'm talking about?
Yes.
The Melody Mac song.
Oh, yeah.
Punk and Afro looks like Gene Shalit?
Gene Shalit.
I don't know who that is.
Gene Shalit was the ABC movie critic for the 80s and 90s. He was the one with the big afro.
I dig it. Yeah,
Oh.
kind of a cross between, Dr. Wiley. Yeah. Or,
All right, Punk. Well, no sports talk because football is over. It is dead. It's never coming back until
I mean,
free
my
agency and then
team's
the
doing
draft.
really good.
No. You don't get to come in. Hold on. You don't get to come in week 15 and be like, "Let's talk football, guys."
No, Slender has been progressively getting more on board with it, and then Saturday night, I'm like, I don't know if you're watching. You clearly didn't watch, but your boys just pulled the craziest comeback down 10, 5 minutes left, get an onside kick against the top wide receiver on the other team, and then proceed to march down, tie the game, and then win in overtime.
Listen,
you
they
see-
are who we thought they were.
Oh, god damn it! Did you see Phillip Rivers? My God, that dude is 45, hasn't played in 5 years. looks like a overweight guard out there slinging that shit and talking shit.
Did they slim him down
Listen,
in
dude,
Madden
you don't
yet?
need six pack abs or nice legs to throw a pass.
Oh, because he ain't gonna run. All
No.
he does is
Phillip Rivers has become the new Jeff George. If anybody who remembers old football,
Yes, I remember Jeff George.
Jeff George in his 40s was rolling around with a gut, but his arm strength was so off the chart. He could just throw it 60 yards. On
Listen, guys, you got to defend the pocket because I ain't scrambling.
Every
I'm
play's
getting
in
in there and
shotgun.
I'm staying there till I throw.
Every time they cut to his suite with his 27 kids. Did y'all see that?
He's got 10.
I think 11 actually.
No, it's 10 kids.
One of them's
but
a
he's-
grandkid.
But he's got grandkids too.
I mean, how many? Good lord, that dude.
I told you, man. He got another 5 years of fully paid for insurance now.
Yeah, of course.
And
That's
they
why he did it.
In the rates with the number of dependents he had was going to be $5,500 a month if he had to pay for it out of pocket. Now that's covered completely.
Well, we did the exact opposite of what I just said about not talking football. Anyway, mailbag. We got one voicemail. It was a slow.
we're
mailbag.
Everybody's
the
slowing
holidays.
things down for the holidays. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think everybody's already kind of on Christmas.
it's time for
break.
mailbag.
Sliding in the DMs, comments and the calls. Time to crack the mailbag, check these digital halls. From the unhinged questions to the ones low key. Every voice deserves a moment, that's the guarantee. Wild confessions, theories getting deep. Real talk submissions while y'all couldn't sleep. We curate the chaos, bring the best on screen. Mailbag segment hidden different, you know what I mean. Oh, the mailbag's lit tonight. Voices from the void out of sight. We'll reply to your DMs and your calls. Let's see what's up in the digital hall.
There we go. I gave y'all a little extra footage of your girl, Brahma.
Nice.
All right. This one's actually old. I don't know how I missed it, but we never played it. Let's see who it is.
Sam is not possessed.
Strong start.
I'll say it again, and like I said it to his lawyer, he's not possessed. That's not the kind of things we do at Jim's local traveling circus.
Oh, hey, it's Jim, the boss of the local traveling
Oh,
circus.
he thinks he's the boss.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, this is old. This is before Steve came in and grabbed those keys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The most local of all traveling circuses. It's Jim. Jim Circus. That's me. I'm Jim. Yeah, no. So Sam
Jim
is
Circus.
not possessed.
The local
Oh,
traveling circus.
Yes. Yes.
It stays put, but it's a traveling circus.
We go from
that
one
keeps
Target.
it the localist of all traveling.
We go from a
services.
Target parking lot to the Walmart parking lot.
I don't even think I think they just found a field and just opened up shop and never left.
Occasionally, we
They
see a
just
whole
bounced
bunch of
it.
people in the parking lot outside of the Home Depot, and we set up shop there because maybe they want to see a circus.
Sometimes we go to the field just outside county limits so that jurisdiction
Most of them
ends.
don't speak English, and they keep asking if we have work for them, but...
And then we keep getting these weird guys with sunglasses dressed up like clowns, but they have like a ballistic vest on. It's weird. And they come with us to Home Depot.
I mean, if you're a clown, you gotta wear a ballistic vest these days, right?
By the way, fuck, Welcome to Derry. That fucking show, man. That last episode was. Anyway, I don't want to get off.
Boy.
Matt, do
Oh,
you
boy.
think clown cars have fire suppression systems?
Fuck
I'm
off.
starting to sound like the bear from some Cleveland show. Maybe better.
Hold
The
on.
bear from some Cleveland
It's
show?
Jim. Jim Circus. That's me. I'm Jim.
Jim Circus.
Yeah, no. So Sam is not possessed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now I'm starting to sound like the bear from some Cleveland show. Maybe.
I know. I figured it out. I know the bear from the Cleveland. Oh, hey there, Cleveland. I'm a bear.
He's
Remember
a
it,
Russian.
guys?
It was a Russian bear.
No, it was not.
It
not
was
in the
Russian.
Cleveland show.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
No,
was.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Bro,
Yes,
I
it was.
rewatched all of it.
It had an accent, an Eastern European, like Russian style accent. Yes, it did.
It did not.
Yes, it did. Pull up the
All right,
one.
yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, well, first off, I'm just gonna let you know, Chad's never wrong about these things.
Well, he's wrong about this one.
And
so
second off, even if it was an Eastern European accent, would you know?
Would Mad be able to
yeah,
tell?
yeah, I would know. Man, making me do this shit. I'm fucking.
Why did our pictures change again?
I don't know. They keep doing
because-
it.
Yeah, it's when.
Ready?
I thought I told you and your buddies to stay the hell away from my house.
Yeah, you did, and then this morning I remember something. I'm a
Boy, hear that Russian accent coming in thick.
bear. I can kill you, maul you, rip your face off, and eat you, and I won't even go
I
to
mean,
That
he
jail.
does sound very
Because,
Hans and Franz.
Because I'm a
Yeah,
bear.
Eastern
I
European.
think in the heat.
I'm pretty sure you said Russian.
I said Russian, Eastern European. They're the same thing to me. You know how big?
Okay, well
fucking
that didn't
Russia
sound
is?
like that.
Yes, it did.
What
You
the
son
fuck?
of a
Are you
bitch.
serious? Can we get a chat? Help me out here. Chat, not Chad. Anyways, let's get back to the fucking voicemail.
Better? Sam is not possessed. Not by a lobster boy or any other boy. Now I'm starting to get a little bit like Barack Obama. Go ahead and delete both of those.
All right. Well, I had a new mailbag intro that I wanted to play, so I had to do something. All right. Well,
And
now
the
that
Eastern
that's
European
over,
in chat has actually chimed in on that subject.
It's like a combo of Eastern European and Nordic.
Oh, yeah.
but not Russian though.
Russian. That's exactly Russian. It's Slavic. Yes, Eastern European.
This
Nordic.
is Russian. See the vodka. See
That
how
sounds a
it's
lot more
the-
like the bear than the first time you were doing
the
it.
fucking.
Yeah.
Are you insinuating that Mad called in as Jim from Jim's Circus? Chad?
Look,
No, he did the bear voice on the as Mad did the bear voice, saying, "I know which bear he's
Yes.
talking about now."
Yeah, because I just watched Cleveland show not that long ago.
look. Not everybody can have egg on their face right now, so let's,
Punk is enjoying this so much.
You know what? Just because you broke up this stupid fucking fight, you get moved up. All right, Chad, take
Ever
us
the
there.
peacemaker.
I'm just AI on Google says that he has a deep Slavic sounding accent.
Wow, he even pulled AI out on you.
Yeah.
It was a Google search. I'm just saying he was all like he sounds like the people who were afraid of John Wick in the first movie.
Now, Matt, I will point out the other thing about Chad. He will constantly find ways to move the goalposts.
True. Hey, Lily. Soul, sentient. I don't know if I said hi to everybody, but what up? Merry Christmas.
Did you guys know that Mad has a tip link that you can use to chime in on whether you think he was right about the accent or not? If
You mean
know.
to just to like not what am I looking for? Like just to be like, yes, he's right. You know what? I'm not solidified.
Yes, Chad
but
is right. You can put a
Validate.
dollar
Oh,
in for
no,
that.
Yeah.
dude. Just,
Yeah,
just
if you wanna
make it a money
validate-
talk situation.
Anyways,
Cast
go on.
your vote. $5 a vote. Whoever gets the most money at the end of the night wins.
Don't forget $10, and you can have anybody on the panel. Fuck. Say whatever you want, as long as we can say it on YouTube in any accent that you want. That's $10.
well,
Just
So
be
if you
careful to
want to hear,
specify the
hold
accent.
on, no,
'cause Matt
fuck
has
off,
trouble
Chad.
with it.
Fuck off, Chad. Chad, if you want Chad to use whatever accent he thinks a Russian accent is, that'd be interesting to
A
hear.
Slavic accent. Yeah, like the guy who fixes things on the Russian space station. Yeah, like who sounds like the bear in the Cleveland show. Yeah.
Wow, Punk. This is the fastest you have ever ascended to the top row.
yeah. I feel like I'm hard boiled now.
We haven't even started the story yet.
We haven't even got the fucking date yet.
January 1778. where the Continental Army set up and occupied their longest-running continuously operated army post in West Point, New York.
I've heard of it.
Ever heard
By the way,
of it?
hey, I don't know if it's the same in, well, no, it can't be because it's Army, but I swear to Christ, every fucking lieutenant that I have ever came across from West Point, they all have that hubris, that arrogance, that unearned, like a woman. You know what I mean?
They all wear that
They're
goddamn
trained
ring,
for
too.
it. Like they're supposed to act that. That's how they are taught
Fucking
to
worst,
act,
bro.
You know what I'm talking about, Matt? How they always make sure you see the ring.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
look
yeah.
at my West Point class ring.
It's like the Harvey thing. Like, you know how? Do you know how to tell if somebody's from West Point? They will tell you.
Or the vegan thing.
Yeah, that story that what I told you the one time about the second lieutenant
Yeah.
trying to step to my dad, the sergeant major to the sergeant major of the army, was a West Point graduate. So I'm sure he made colonel in no time, whatever.
Oh, of course.
Writing white papers, like Colonel Vindman. That's the exact kind of colonel you will. Anyway. So West Point, New York, which is the oldest continuously operated army post in the United States, stands atop the cliffs above the Hudson River, 40 miles north of New York City. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson both recognized that they needed a place to train young men to defend the nation against Britain and other European powers. So they opened the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1802. At the time, it was nothing more than a few buildings with 10 cadets taught by 3 teachers. That's a pretty good ratio right there, by the way. Students were actually admitted at any point during the year, and admission standards were, quote, laughable. Following the disastrous start to the War of 1812 against the British, in which a largely untrained American army suffered a string of defeats against the, including the capture of the White House, the burning of the White House after the capture of Washington D.C.
Oh, fucking Canadians!
Congress finally decided to increase funding for the military academy. Alden Partridge was named superintendent and quickly set about transforming the Army recruits. He drew up regulations for cadets, created 16-hour days full of drills and study, and adopted what is now universally known as, for the gray cadet uniform. The reason that
So
gray
they
was,
only did 16-hour days?
I mean,
Fucking losers.
I'm pretty sure that's what the Navy Academy probably did too. Anyway, so the reason gray was used for the uniform was because it was the cheapest mass fabric to get in mass quantities.
Yeah, that's I mean, and by the way, Army still the same.
That's sensible.
That has not changed. The lowest bidder every time.
Yeah, unless it's a woman-owned small business.
Days were 32 hours back then.
In my day, we had 32-hour days. None of this little bitch 24-hour days.
Well, if you're only working 16 and 32, that's even worse.
What do you do with all your free time?
It's like, how will you become the king of Beaver Island with a 24-hour day? Clearly, you need a 32-hour day. That's a nice reference back to a previous MADePAP.
Speaking of great episodes of MADePAP that everybody needs to go back and listen to, I started watching the Death by Lightning or whatever, the story about Charles Guiteau assassinating Garfield. Bro, off the bat, I was pissed off. They made him seem he was a complete fucking psycho, but this show makes him seem like oh, he's kind of adorable. He's kind of like, you know what I mean? He's eccentric, but he's like the next door neighbor in a sitcom crazy, not fucking crazy. Anyway, they got shit wrong. Fucking Shredda stopped watching it with me almost immediately because she could tell it's gonna be one of those
Wonder
things
why.
where I'm just gonna be like, no, wrong. All right, go on.
All right. Students were now actually following a standardized academic year rather than just arriving willy-nilly whenever it pleased them. He also developed clear standards for admission. For instance, he forbade 12-year-old boys, married men, and physically disabled and amputees.
I feel like some of those are self-aware, like they're just, you know,
Physically disabled amputees? What?
Prior to this, they were all given admission if they sought it.
What?
Well, I mean, you can't have a whole bunch of newsies come in and join the military at the age of 12. They need to finish their job at the newspaper.
That's the newspaper, yeah.
He's like, I've built I'm going to open the gates and seize the day over here at West Point.
I know Brahma's heard it. I know Soul has heard it, but has everybody heard the story about the dude with the baby hand at my police academy?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe?
I feel like I've heard.
I didn't know he had a baby hand until he high-fived me when we were running, and I came off and I was like, "What the fuck was that, dude?" It freaked me the fuck out. I don't know if you've ever went to high-five a grown person, but a toddler's hand fucking high-fived you instead. It freaks you the fucking holy fuck.
Which would be worse though, a high five or a fist bump?
Oh, I don't think he could fist bump.
Is that Handy Randy or is that?
Yeah, Handy Randy. Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
That fucking dude. Go on. Sorry.
All right.
It just reminded me of that because he got in there. He didn't make it though. He failed the driving course. He failed the
Yeah, it was a
shooting.
stick shift. He was completely incapable of handling that.
He failed the OC because he just threw his gun behind him like a fucking idiot. And
I remember these stories now.
yeah. All right, go on.
All right. But however, in 1817, Partridge was dismissed after he was.
Was it
caught
his whole
selling-
family?
He's and a partridge and a bear tree. He was caught selling Academy wood for profit, and appointing relatives to posts. He tried to refuse relinquishing command, and was subsequently tried by court-martial on numerous charges of neglect of duty and insubordination.
So he tried it January 6th? Got it. Nailed it.
He was found guilty and was sentenced to be cashiered.
What does that
which
mean?
Means that they take away your rank, smash your sword in front of you,
No.
and that's
Not
it, and
Betty.
then make you basically do the Johnny Rico and walk of shame out the door. However, the president of the United States intervened, and in 1817 that would have been James Madison, I believe. And he was the sentence was commuted, and he was allowed to just resign instead of being cashiered. Taking his place as superintendent at the military academy was Colonel Sylvanus Thayer, a former student known as the father of West Point. He revolutionized the academy, putting in strict rules.
Who was the mother of West Point?
The
There wasn't
hookers that
one.
worked outside of the gates.
Yeah.
Students at
So the
West Point-
father of West Point was a Mormon.
He relocated from Beaver Island. Students at West Point weren't allowed to leave campus, cook in their dorms, and they were no longer allowed to duel. Which,
Wait.
Okay, but
It was a thing back then.
2 of those 3 rules still hold true today. Like, God help you if your barracks is getting inspected and they find a hot plate or a skillet in there.
Right, man. I remember I saw a couple
I had to
guys-
hide that shit every time.
Dude, I remember I saw a couple guys. They're out there taking 10 paces. I'm like, man, y'all don't know the trouble y'all about to get into if they catch y'all dueling out here.
so he instituted a strict diet of beef, bread, and water to prepare the students for military rations that they would be living on once commissioned. His academy was set up as a meritocracy. Admission and graduation were not about whether you were rich or poor, connected or unconnected, but whether you were good, which is bullshit because, Matt, how does one get into West Point?
Well, now,
Connections.
It's also
you-
how one got in then, too.
you remember, I don't know if y'all know this, but L. Ron Hubbard, he wrote this letter to the Navy from some senator that he kind of knew or whatever, and the senator just signed it. And he was just like, you've never seen someone as great as him. He should be in charge of his own boat. It all just this crazy fucking nonsense in this letter. And he got a commission.
Wow.
We got to do his story.
I don't know if we're clear enough for that one.
Everybody's
clear.
going to hop on the e-meter.
We're clear.
Do you think we can get one online?
Oh, app. Here, keep reading. I'll go to Amazon.
All right. Thayer was so committed to meritocracy that when his nephew began attending the military academy on his first day, he had him sign a letter of resignation, which he kept in his desk in case his nephew ever broke any rules. By 1826, the academy now had 36 faculty members and a staff with 4 official departments: mathematics, engineering, natural philosophy, and military tactics. Instruction was also provided in French, drawing, law, history, and chemistry. Thayer's system was based on sections where cadets would be promoted to a more difficult class or demoted to a lower class depending on their performance. They get relegated. Cadets were taught using a recital method where they were required to demonstrate knowledge of concepts or formulas in front of their classmates and instructor each day without the help of text or notes. Cadets were awarded a grade ranging from 3.0, which was excellent, to 0.0, which was complete failure. A grade of 2.0 was considered barely passing. Each week, the grades were tallied up, and cadets were either promoted or demoted to a more or less challenging class. The system of points also took into account disciplinary merit demerits for such things as uncleanliness, tobacco use, or gambling.
Okay,
It
so I
seems
found
like if-
e-meters here on eBay for $120. Ooh,
Sounds
this is
like
the,
Shredda needs to get you a new Christmas gift.
this is the Scientology original British Mark V e-meter. I'm so glad I got that.
But look what's right
Yeah,
below
but Mark
it.
6 is
Mark
only
6 is right below it.
another
How is Mark
$130.
V the original? What happened to Marks 1 through 4?
Oh, this is a left-hand Hubbard electrometer.
No.
I thought if you were left-handed, you were just automatically not allowed.
Ooh, this is the Scientology Mark Super 5, 6, 7, 7 quantum e-meter Hubbard. The Rocky movies into the 5.
And
E-meter
translucent
Hubbard.
blue.
Yeah.
Is that a collector's edition?
I don't
What
know.
is this for, Scientology?
I think if
Yes.
it comes with the custom cutout foam case, that's also a nice selling point for some of these other models.
This motherfucker.
I mean, I might not keep the meter, but I'll keep that case.
Yeah, but
this
look at that
fucker
case.
is 500.
Look at the nice case it comes in.
Gold
When
case.
you walk in to give a reading to someone and you open up that case, it says, "I'm a professional, and
What
we are
if they
checking
just
your
take the
thetans."
picture with the case, then you order that shit, and they just send you the meter?
I'm demanding a refund. I'm
What
canceling
if they
the
just
transaction.
do a case?
Hold on. $4,240 for the Hubbard Professional Mark Super 5, 6, 7,
Click that
7.
one and see if there's additional photos.
Yeah. Because it could be like selling the PlayStation box, you know?
It says or best offer, so if you message him and offer him $60
I would not pay $60 for that shit.
with
It
shipping.
looks like all the other ones.
Oh, and you checked it has additional pictures? It's the same thing.
It's
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can't see that. Sorry. I thought y'all could see that. Real quick. Here, I'll bring it up. Oh, boy. We went on a little fucking thing here, huh?
Little
We
bit.
started it.
Check it out. It looks exactly like the other
Oh,
ones.
look at it is that is a velvet case.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Look
a
at
velvet
this.
line.
See
Oh,
that?
it's oh my god, it's got
That's
the
a-
Sea Org symbols right there.
That's so custom.
I mean, that was probably Tom Cruise's.
Serial numbers. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait, shit. I didn't mean to do that. By itself, this meter does nothing. It is solely for the guide of ministers of the church and confessionals and pastoral counseling. The electrometer is not medically or scientifically capable of improving the health or bodily function of anyone and is for religious use by students and ministers of the Church of Scientology. Only Hubbard, e-meter, and Scientology are trademarks. Okay, so it just tells you right off, like, this doesn't do shit.
That little plaque right there was like, "This is how we got tax exempt status, so kiss our ass."
Well, it won't do shit for you because
Oh,
you're
hold
not
on, it's
a
got a
trained
user-
Scientologist.
It's got a user's manual.
It's
Well,
got-
of course.
That's
Look
a
at
lot
that.
of
I mean,
attachments.
that looks like that looks like the Cadillac of e-meters right
Well,
there.
you see the two metal things at the bottom.
That's what you hold in your
That's where you
hand.
hold. Yeah, you hold on when they're when you're getting audited.
I'm wondering if a dudist would be able to use it.
I mean, I am a. ordained Dudist, I could, but I'm not spending $4,000.
If you
Well, then I
obviously
guess
the
you'll
first,
never know how much
once
value you have.
once you buy an e-meter, because I know you're going to end up buying one. Are you going to immediately shred? Are going to be the first person you tested on?
Hell yeah, bro! I gotta get rid of that past trauma.
I know, but are you prepared for the level of like Tartarus level things that she may have?
You think maybe she was a race car driver on Mars, like L. Ron Hubbard was?
Wait, does that meter tell you that?
Yeah, man.
It
Because
helps
it helps you get all the thetans. You know what I mean, and clear the past trauma. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
let's say you have a sore back, right? Your back always hurts. That's probably because of some war or some battle you were in as a Roman centurion.
Yeah,
And you got to get on the E meter to get that to heal all that.
Yeah, that clip
Oh,
where
so
Tom
you think
Cruise
maybe
broke his
my
ankles
shoulder-
filming Mission Impossible. That's because the thetans were coming at him, bro.
You think maybe my shoulder hurts because back when my ancestors fought in the Knights of Malta, their arm got cut off?
Your
and now
arm
I'm
did.
feeling
No, it
that
was
trauma?
your arm.
Your
Oh,
arm.
it was my arm.
Yeah.
No, you're just getting old.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I got stung by a bee and I threw my shoulder out trying to get it off my hand.
Oh, are we?
That's awesome.
Wow.
Anyways, all right, where are we at in the story? What happened?
We were at demotion and promotion, which if you're in the lower, like the easier class, it seems like you're immediately going to be headed back to the easier class if you're joining, midway through the session on the harder class.
Yeah, it's
Because
like
it's like every week.
it's like when certain Ivy League schools will have a quota of certain people they don't want to bring in. However, they're not prepared for that, and they have a higher dropout rate. Yeah.
No.
What are you talking about?
There is no conclusive evidence in any study, despite the hundreds of studies that have been done, that suggests that, Mad.
I said it was hypothetical, didn't I? I meant to.
It's like, well, calculus isn't your thing, so we're going to drop you back down to algebra. You get to the algebra class. Oh, you know how to do this. Yes, I've taken this class before. Back to calculus. It
No,
seems
Deeple,
like a hard way
they're
of
not
doing
big
things.
enough to walk into. They're little briefcases.
Yeah, no, the briefcase isn't the important thing. The important thing is the E meter inside of it, if you want to be clear.
Yeah. And the E inside of you. If you want to be happy.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you take the E, you'll be relieving your stress. Smoke weed every day.
Fuck off.
But then I got high.
All right, so
Oh wait, is it taking the X would be relieving your stress? I think that's it.
Mad, maybe it'll discover you were a ramen Enoch?
I believe he was
Roman
trying to say a Roman
Eunuch.
eunuch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't English isn't his first language. I think it's like his fourth.
Listen, okay, I've been playing a lot of Persona 5, so ramen
Ooh.
has been a lot of what I've been
Wait, I think that is
Reading
Roman
lately.
though. What's wrong with you?
It is Roman.
It's Roman,
and it's
Yeah.
how you spell eunuch.
and it is how you spell eunuch.
Man, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I guess assume Slender wasn't a complete dick.
I was actually trying to read it like Mad would before Mad did.
You-
I was falling on the grenade so you wouldn't have to, Mad.
Also,
I knew what it was until you fucked me up by reading it like a fucking.
Sure
Yeah,
I
but
did.
Slender, did you pull the Halon switch for him?
Oh, I couldn't reach it.
Yeah, it's weird. I think that's the first time ever that Imp has said something and got moved down.
He doesn't get a participation trophy this time?
No.
all right, so this grueling system was geared towards academic excellence. and
Real
was-
quick, anybody notice how quiet Punk has been?
he's just
Well,
trying to ride
he's-
it out.
He's trying to stay where he's at.
you know,
Also-
we learned from experience.
Is your head an egg and you're leaking yolk from your eyes? What is up with this?
Can we enlarge it? I can't really see it very well.
That's wow.
Oh, I was
yeah,
right.
That actually is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
yeah.
It is an
change
egg with
that.
yolk leaking.
I thought those were just poorly drawn lines, and he was like Nutcracker Penguin.
Cracker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you say. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you use for AI to do this? Did you say I want the sheriff from Walking Dead plus Harry Potter plus a penguin?
No, I said I used Grok. I said, show me a picture of an animated penguin sheriff with a purple mohawk with eggs splattered on his face, and it turned into an egg face, an egghead. Actually, I'm an egghead. Okay.
It's like somebody threw an emu egg at you.
Emu?
Since it's half the size of you.
I'm working on it. Unless you guys want to give me some prompt ideas in the private chat.
Wait, what just happened to yours, Matt?
I forgot I had a Christmas one.
Like
Is that your
Euro gay?
festive one?
All right, you can go on.
All right. So this system of academic excellence was even the model by which colleges such as Harvard emulated throughout the 19th century. The first half of West Point's existence did not...
Who's Harvard emulating now?
The Somalis taking money from Minnesota.
Oxford?
Okay.
The first half of West Point's existence did not witness the hazing rituals or class segregations which were prevalent later on. Instead, an unwritten code of gentlemanly honor persisted. When an issue arose or they were questioned, they would often speak truthfully. Dueling had been outlawed by the army, but any slight against a man by another was keenly felt at West Point. Many cadets kept pistols, swords, and knives concealed in their trunks in their rooms in case they were required.
It's like fucking. Oh, what's that prison show called?
Oz.
HBO.
Oz, yeah.
Oz, yeah, it's like fucking Oz, bro. They're like fucking. They got shanks and shit that they're sharpening at night. They got a toothpick, just in case
So
the
a
war
question
popped off.
for you, Matt.
That's another Snoop Dogg reference.
As a fellow military man,
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts on hazing?
So I think with everything, it can be fun. I mean, I've seen plenty of haze. I've seen it gone too far as well. But I think that as long as there's a strong leadership, and I don't mean like NCOs, even just among the lower enlisted themselves, to be like, no, cut that shit out.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I think hazing is a good thing,
Yeah, I do too. and
and they overcorrected on it.
Yeah.
Hell, I got duct taped to a bulkhead on my last day on a ship. I
don't
found
know.
out at quarters that morning. They're like, today is Slender, because that's what they called me. They were like, today is Slender's last day. And then suddenly I noticed that somebody dogged down the door and everybody in ranks was holding a roll of duct tape. And I was like, oh, shit. I tried to fight my way out of there. I didn't make it.
We had a guy. So when I was at OSHA at Knox, there was like 6 of us in a room, right, with bunks. And one of the guys would, in the middle of the night, he wouldn't wake up. He would just sit straight up in his bed and just stare at the dude across from him. So one night we duct taped him, and so as he was asleep. So later on, when he started to do his thing where he just sits right up, it woke him up and he's tied down and was freaking out. But man, they fucked with me too, because they found out about the whole ketchup thing, and that became a whole thing.
The whole ketchup thing?
Look, it's not as bad as it was. I think I've said this before. I used to have a phobia about ketchup. I couldn't smell it. God damn, if it gets on me, I'm gonna scrub my skin raw. I would gag if I smell it, or you know what I mean. I couldn't even touch the package of it. But I've gotten better.
So many people must have twisted the packets and thrown them at you.
No, it wasn't. I mean, wow, man. One time they put on my doorknob. I couldn't even get out of my fucking room.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't even Heinz. I'm sure it was off-brand stuff.
Of course,
It was catsup.
Oh.
Or is catsup okay?
How dare you, sentient? There is nothing poor about my fellatio skills. That is slander. Fucking slander.
Slender, were you excited when they announced battleships are coming back?
No, battleship.
Did you see the new one or whatever the Trump one? I forget what
the Trump class battleship, starting with the first one, which will be the USS Defiant.
Listen, there is a reason that battleships were decommissioned. Destroyers more than make up for battleships. We do not need battleships. They are They're a shock and awe. I'll give you that. I guess maybe this is like we're just trying to have a big stick. But functionally, they serve no fucking purpose in the modern Navy.
Well, it's because the real reason is because when they're switching to the new modern Virginia class submarines, the modular ones, they're retiring the old which was the class before that?
The Triton?
They basically they're going to lose a third of their Tomahawk cruise missile capacity because the new smaller Virginia class subs can't load up Tomahawks. They're getting rid of all those launch bays. So these new battleships are basically going to be missile carriers.
You know, I'm surprised.
They're going to be the stopgap for the continent killers, basically.
You know, I'm surprised that they haven't made a push to change the name of Tomahawks and the Apache and everything.
Shut
you know
up.
what I mean?
Shut up! Don't give them ideas. Shut
Well,
up!
it's too late now.
They
That
did.
shit's
They
over.
didn't. Hey, they didn't let the Comanche go into production, and that was the most badass looking helicopter that's ever been built.
This is usually when you start doing the story.
Yeah, moving on. Back to the story.
fine.
We got distracted.
All right. The Boston Gazette ran a story and quote, "We are informed by the North New York American that a duel was fought Friday morning at Hoboken between two cadets from West Point, in which one of them was badly wounded. His name we understand
How?
is no, this is great. His name we understand is Maurice, a native of Virginia." The editor adds both parties if the sufferer survives.
Did some
we
people
presume-
call him the Space Cowboy?
This duel was fought because he was the apostle of love. If the sufferer survives, we presume that both will be dismissed from the academy. That's pretty presumptuous that they would get dismissed from the academy.
Hi, Tina.
Dueling was outlawed.
Mm-hmm.
The rules were laid out, Chad.
Yeah.
It takes two to duel.
Yeah, if you break the
It takes a
rules.
group to haze.
Yeah.
Yep. What about a code
No,
red?
it doesn't. You can haze individually.
Thayer had the old ramshackle buildings of the Revolutionary vintage replaced with new barracks, because back then no one bitched about destroying your historic legacy buildings when they were just crappy, outdated, dilapidated stuff. And he had a new academic buildings, new mess hall, and a number of new quarters for the staff. The barracks were laid out in several stories with rooms running off the quarters. Thayer built an academic institution with engineering at its core. He knew that to build a strong nation required engineers, and the graduates of West Point would eventually build the infrastructure of the industrial United States, its railways, bridges, canals, and borders. Thayer had done a tour of Europe and seen that science and engineering were what had built the strongest nations. Which is true because Robert E. Lee, who was known prior to the Civil War as the greatest product of the United States Military Academy, was because he was their highest caliber engineer in the Army Corps of Engineers. And that's what he was doing for most of his military career.
Agreed.
Again, yeah, it's not as interesting when you're dredging rivers to make sure the Mississippi is navigable. But anyway.
Well, he also there were some shady things happening too with General Order Number 11, but we don't have to go into that tonight.
Yeah. Thayer was a fervent admirer of Napoleon Bonaparte, whom he had hoped to meet on his trip in 1815. You know.
Can we pause again?
Because of Punk?
No. General Order Number 11 specifically?
Yeah, during
long
the Civil
one?
War. During the Civil War, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Also, Punk. Well, I don't know why, but it looks
Why
like
does
you're
Punk
doing.
have blackface?
God dang it, Slender! I was about to say I don't know why, but it looks like you're doing blackface.
It looks like he's doing blackface and wearing like an SS uniform.
Yeah,
It is a little Hugo Boss, isn't it?
yeah.
A little bit.
Is that a cup of the essence from Maurice?
It was more the eggnog.
Get it?
How is it that I got this picture immediately? I was like, can you make this more festive? And it gave me a Santa hat and the fancy background. And I was like, can you also have him holding a glass of eggnog? And it's like, boom, eggnog. What are you telling it, punk?
Hey,
Can you make me look
embarrass-
like I should live in Argentina secretly?
Hey, Grok, can you embarrass me in front of my friends?
Well, there's a blue suit version as well.
I don't know. I'm gonna enlarge this. Yeah, that's not appropriate.
I ran out of prompts.
I just feel, yeah, when your penguin looks like it's doing blackface, it's a problem.
All right, come on, let's go. This is a short one, but we're like fucking extending this shit out of it already.
Well, I'm gonna miss you guys over Christmas.
everything?
By the way, we are gonna do a show Friday. I think we're good. We're good.
Oh, you're
That should be good.
good to do a show on Friday now?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave
we'll-
him an idea.
Yeah, we'll do the everybody come up with their top 3 movies, TV shows, and then bottom 3 movies and TV shows, and then we'll just
Of
have
the
fun with it.
year?
Yeah,
Or
for
this
the
year?
year. Yeah, for the year.
Okay. Wait, let me write that down.
Top and bottom 3 movies, TV show, and games.
Good
'Cause
lord.
It's 3 agenda items. It's not a big.
And he had to add games because there's nothing for me when it comes to movie and TV shows.
Now, do we have 3 of each, or do we just pick our top 3?
It's top 3 and bottom 3. Yeah. So
Of each category.
So yeah, so 6.
Okay.
6 choices for games, 6 choices for movies, 6 choices for TV shows.
Okay.
And I don't care if you guys pick the same thing. That's not a problem.
3 good movies. It's gonna be hard.
No.
No, it's not going to be hard.
Yeah, there's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we got to the point where Thayer wanted to cozy up to the military emperor of Europe because he admired him so. All right. A rigorous daily schedule encouraged a monastic-like discipline and succeeded in turning the academy from a chaotic institution to a place of order and learning. Yet as diligent and as honorable as they were, these young men had the same inclinations and passions as any young man.
I just saw chat. It's a Kang penguin. We was penguins.
So they just had fewer opportunities to exercise them. When these passions were exercised, they often erupted violently, like Newport.
Most things erupt violently if you exercise them rhythmically enough.
In 1825, the cadets were allowed to drink on exactly 2 holidays, the 4th of July and Christmas. The 4th of July holiday had gotten completely out of hand when half-naked students led a, quote, snake dance and hoisted the school's commandant, William Worth, on their shoulders. The result of this incident was that in 1826, the cadets were informed that their Christmas would be alcohol-free.
What is a snake
What's
dance?
the fucking point? Well, that's when you let the snake out.
Oh, I was gonna say he says half naked, so apparently first it was a bottomless party.
Were they just Winnie the Poohing it everywhere? What do you mean? Because if they're
you?
shirtless, why would you even mention that they're half naked?
Good order and discipline requires you wear a shirt.
Yeah. That's where you put all the ribbons. Like the pants aren't. They're, you don't got anything on those, right? Like your shoulder
show
boards,
rank.
your
Yeah,
ribbons.
Your
I thought
board
the
is
ribbons went
your board's
somewhere
attached to the jacket side. It's not attached to the
Yeah.
pants.
The rank insignia, like the pants
Yeah.
got nothing. You don't need
That
them.
is true. Yeah, you could do without the pants. Yeah. Oh, hey, Tina.
Arrests and expulsions would be faced by any cadet that broke the rules. A few of the cadets took Thayer's new rules as a challenge instead of
That 100%. That is fucking army. You know what I mean? That's just guys.
Right up to the line.
When asked, one of the cadets commented, "We thought it was community alcohol." And so, not
Dude,
the
you know
cur-
how
we didn't
many
know it was the
bottles-
generals.
You know how many bottles of hard liquor we had stashed under the deck plates in our spaces?
This is alcohol for cleaning
cleaning things. It's
My
not,
buddy,
not for
my
games.
buddy
This
Nick,
is cleaning scotch, and this is cooking scotch. No, no,
my
we don't
my,
drink
my
that,
buddy
no.
Nick, his uncle sent Girl Scout cookies, and in every like third box was the little bottles of like Jack Daniels and all these different
Little
alcohols.
airplane bottles.
Yeah. Well, a little bigger than that though, because there was enough in it, and we didn't know when they got there, so we gave our first sergeant one of the boxes. Like he was like, "Oh, I love these," and we're like, "Oh no!" So we had to fucking ninja our way through the fucking building to sneak into his room and change out the fucking box of Girl Scout cookies before we got busted.
Yeah, might have been the 100 or 200 milliliter.
This is
It's
usually when
crazy.
you do the thing, Chad.
I was letting you finish. It's fine. As we said, a few of the cadets took this as a challenge and set upon a personal mission to make this the Christmas of 1826, instead of being dry, the biggest party West Point had ever seen.
Yes.
It's like what Paul the apostle said about the law. It
Go big or go home.
yeah, that's what he said. No, it's about that it almost entices people to break it. You know what I mean? Oscar Wilde said the only thing that he can resist anything but temptation.
Jesus, do you think if we leave the part about sodomy being bad out, people would be less inclined to do it?
Probably. It's like when your wife tells you don't do something that way, and you're like, now I want to do it that way even more.
Well, it's because of this inflated value that we put on something, right? If you think about two little kids, one little kid's playing with a toy, the other kid's like, "Hey, can I play with it?" And the kid's like, "No," and that kid is just going to be obsessed with wanting to play with that toy.
So you're
right?
saying
That's
that
you
Are
are
not
since-
going to be able to stop them from initiating a duel.
The eternal law of FOMO has been around since the beginning of time.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
But it's like, liquor laws and drinking age, in Europe versus America. It's like when it was contraband, you can't drink till you're 21. It's like, you can't tell me what to do. Or you grew up with an environment where you respected it. And it was like, people just drink and it's just a thing, right?
Yeah. But if you tell kids you can't drink until you're 21, what are they thinking all through high school? They're thinking, well, it must be really awesome since they won't let us do it and they're all doing it.
Bro, I grew up in a dry county.
Yep.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even let Matt dance, but then this kid moved into town.
No. We were
Who
the other
taught them all.
Baptist. We were
No,
the
we're
other
not
Baptist.
losing this.
Yeah,
A little bit more
that's how I always
Methodist.
explain when people are like, "Oh, what denomination?" I'm like, "Well, we're Baptist, but like the ones that were allowed to dance, we couldn't. We're all white. But if if we were capable, we were allowed."
I mean, Brahma, you know that using AI to put Mad's face on the Penn character in that movie, learning how to dance would be amazing. If anybody who does that is listening.
Nope.
Negative.
Robbie is
Moving
here.
on.
Anyway, all right. So the ban on Thayer's ban on alcohol didn't extend past the official boundaries of the academy, and therefore various drinking establishments were created exactly outside the boundary of West Point. There were 2 taverns right outside the walls. The most popular of these was known as Benny Haven's Tavern and is still immortalized in a mural on the mess hall's wall to this day.
Dude, that's what we used to do too on the ship. You can't drink on the ship, blah, blah, blah. But we would set up beer on the pier. There'd be just tables and tables of alcohol. Just as soon as you crossed the gangplank, it was awesome. Sorry. You're making me all nostalgic.
Slender's like, I remember getting drunk when it was against the rules. It was the best kind of drunk you could ever get.
I was like, I earned this drunk.
Benny Havens had served as a first lieutenant in the War of 1812, and he took over a 1-story cottage a short distance west of the old cadet hospital. At first, Benny would only sell ale, cider, and buckwheat cakes, but he subsequently began dispensing more potent beverages. As a result, in 1832, he was expelled from the military reserves for his contributing to the delinquency of the next generation of officers.
Oh man, he
I
ruined
mean,
it for.
That kind of sounds like, well, not that I would need to bring up Texas lore, but all the Aggies who used to talk about Northgate. Anybody?
So, anyways, boy, I can't believe this. Oh, who else was trying to move them at the same time?
I was.
No, you don't get to choose that. Bottom row doesn't get to move on their own. Anyway, what the fuck? Okay, you guys are fucking up my recording.
I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Anyway,
How does that mess up the recording?
Because I said it does. Let me finish what I was saying. So when I first got to, so after I got out of the hospital and was able to kind of live on my own or whatever, and I lived in the barracks, but at that point they were still, everybody in my chain of command were also injured, so you couldn't get shit done because you're gonna have to track down your sergeant at, his appointment or whatever, and all I had to do was call and be like, oh man, I had a nightmare. I'm not going to be able to make it the first formation or whatever, right? This is just because I was drunk off my ass. And I had a keg in my barracks room. At COB, we would drag that fucker out and just get drunk. We ruined it for everyone after us because it wasn't long before they're like, you know what, maybe we should have non-injured people running this shit. Also, we should have them sign this thing where it says they will not drink, they will not have pill parties, they won't do any of these other. We ruined it for everybody.
I feel like for a lot of the people who had the
pill
I
parties?
never went to a pill party, but they were there where everybody would get together and be like, hey, I'll trade you 2 of these for one of those, blah, blah, blah.
but you think you ruined it, but then like a couple
we did.
Couple groups later when they're going over the list of all the things you can't do, some of these guys are like, I didn't even think of that. That's awesome.
Who would have a keg in their funny? So it was even worse than that because they even had, so at Fort Sam they do all the medic training bullshit, all the like medical shit, and when they would be injured in their AIT they would be sent there as well with us. And dude, this one guy was running his mouth like, oh yeah, no, he was injured in Iraq, he did this, he did that, blah, 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 right? And then one day some guy saw him at the hospital in uniform. Fucker, dude, slick. Didn't have a unit patch, combat, nothing. Didn't even have, he was an E1, just had the fuzzy shit on his ACU. That night, 2 amputees.
But he had his national defense and his global war on terror.
I'm gonna get right to that, Copy Kitty. Thank you so much. But that night, 2 amputees. I think they were each missing the opposite leg. They beat the shit out of that dude. Anyway, Copy Kitty comes in.
Missing the opposite leg.
Yeah, I think they went shoe shopping together. So for $10, Chad's choice of accent. Oh boy, you just have to say Merry Christmas in whatever accent.
Whatever accent I want.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck that. Punk, choose an accent for him.
Brazilian.
Oh.
What the fuck is a Brazil?
Portuguese.
Yeah.
I don't know what Portuguese sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I dated a couple.
What, Mad? Let me hear what Portuguese sounds like.
Hey, I'm from Brazil.
Hey, I'm from Brazil. Merry Christmas. There
Okay,
you go.
that's Italian.
God. Okay,
Well, that's what it sounded like. What you just said.
Don't listen to me. I'm not the
I
example.
actually watch a Brazilian YouTuber, and her accent sounds nothing like that.
All right, then you say Merry Christmas in the Brazilian style.
I will not. I was not paid.
It's like, hey, I'm from Brazil. No,
That's just the Fonz.
by the way, 2 of the craziest chicks I've ever like hooked up with or dated. One was from Chile, and she was Chilean, and the other one was Brazilian. South America produces some of the craziest fucking chicks, dude. Never.
I'm glad that they wasn't just Giselle is from Brazil, right?
Ah,
Giselle Bundchen.
I thought she was I thought she was from the same place as that bear from Cleveland show.
All right, Sentient saying Portuguese
Slavic.
sounds like Spanish and Russian had butt sex. That's an interesting way to say it. All right, so so Copied said another one.
Yeah.
All right, and I get to pick someone to butcher an accent.
I don't think
Brom.
she paid for a second one.
Well, she only used 2 words in her $10 tip. I will allow.
You'll
All right, in this case, I'm gonna say Punkwaddle
Okay.
with
And Penguin.
No, with Madagascarian.
What? So the penguins.
Madagascar has accents.
Yes, because the penguins from Madagascar.
Didn't they just talk like this? Nope.
I want to
been a
see
while.
if you can even do that.
Hey, Skipper, Merry Christmas!
Okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there are no penguins in Mexico or in East LA.
They say Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Hey, Feliz Navidad, my penguins.
Punkwaddle's like Madagascar. Okay. Odelay.
I already showed you the Afro Circus.
All right. So now we're at the point where Benny Haven had been expelled from the military reserves for having, just set up a small establishment. So now he says basically "F you," and he builds a giant tavern right on the outskirts of West Point.
Good Lord. And then he's like, I got a better idea. What if we get girls to come in here and they take off their clothes? Now they'll be compensated by I don't know, Confederate dollar bills or whatever the fuck they had at that time, like coins.
Yep. So Benny Haven would allow the bartering of shoes and blankets for liquor, but they
Smart.
would not take the uniforms.
That's nice of them.
And because men at West Point had no money because they were just provided everything.
Oh, Matt, this is why none of them had pants. You couldn't identify the pants as part of the uniform. They just looked like pants.
So Benny Haven would allow 1 year of credit to each cadet at a time, and then they would have to settle up after that year to get the next year's credit. Edgar Allan Poe, a cadet at West Point, spent the majority of his time
writing stupid
at the
poems.
academy,
Right, fucking cutting
Benny
himself.
Haven's
He's the emo trainee.
Until he spent all his time at Benny Haven's until his continued absences eventually led to his dismissal after 1 year. They called it pulling a mad. Just being absent.
Well, he went there nevermore.
I think that
Now,
was
side note,
editorializing again.
Just to correct the record before anyone thinks I hate Edgar Allan Poe, I actually love Edgar Allan Poe. He's one of my favorite American authors.
We were worried.
I was worried. Okay, I need people to know who I am and what I'm about, Brahma.
Every time I think of Edgar Allan Poe, I immediately go to the Hollywood Undead song, I Must Be Emo.
Okay.
It's a great song, by the way. Yeah, no, if memory serves me correctly, I do think they went shopping together to buy shoes. It just made sense. Although I don't think they were the same size. So that may...
Yeah, but you can
may not
always
happen.
ask them, hey, I want these shoes in, I want the left one in this and the right one in this because my feet aren't the same
won't
size.
do that.
Or
Yeah,
you
they
just
will.
take the left one out of one of the boxes and put it in with the right one of
What
a
the
different
fuck-
size. And the other
That's
box.
why they check them at the scanner, though. They open the box and make sure
They
they're both
will
the same
totally
size.
they will totally give you two different sizes if you need two different sizes.
How common is that, though?
It's not very.
I think it was a series on Netflix, and it had Kristen Bell in it, I think.
No, it was a movie.
Oh, was it a movie? But it was with Kristen Bell, right? He was doing an
Yes, I
investigation.
think-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the...
Who the fuck is Edward Allan Poe?
That was like his second cousin.
Oh, okay. Did you guys know that Christian Bale always tries to have a new accent for every movie he's in?
That cannot be true.
Or it used to be for a long time. He did.
Well, he sounded like he had no accent in most of the movies I've seen him in.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good at it, but
Well,
we're-
here's something that's actually true. Nicolas Cage, he bases his acting on music. So when he did The Rock, he based it on the Beatles. Like his cadence or whatever is always based
I
on...
believe you have already told this story
Yep.
on this show.
Yeah, but I had to cover for Punk here.
Don't cover for Punk.
Do you, though?
If he's going to nosedive himself off of top row, just let him. You can't stop him, man.
It's Christmas.
You're trying to get a Christmas miracle?
Punk is Hans Gruber. He's going off Nakatomi flies. It's not something you're gonna stop.
Dude, you know he did his own stunt for that, by the way, and he talked about it. They were like, they did not want him to do it, so they made sure that it was the last scene he shot, just in case something went wrong. They already had everything else done.
They let him go early before they told him, so that reaction is authentic, which is even better.
Because he thought there was a malfunction.
Yeah, because they were supposed to release. It's like, oh shit. I love when they lie to actors to get the
Alan
authentic
Rickman,
reaction.
dude, what a fucking treasure he was, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. What he was it 10 years ago now? That he passed
Been a
away?
minute. Anyway,
Yeah.
Eggnog.
It's been a while.
Yep.
Nog.
So the taverns were technically illegal to visit, but as long as a cadet wasn't caught by a commanding officer, they were,
How do you not get caught if it's right there? Like you walk out the gate.
You park around back and go in the back door.
So there,
You have it in a paper bag.
So if you ever watch, there's a great miniseries called North and South. Patrick Swayze and the other guys about the pre-Civil War and Civil War era, and they show military cadets going to Benny Haven, and they talk about how there's an honor system, right? That they're not supposed to lie. So what the cadets would do is they would sit back to back when they were having their drinks, and that way they could say completely truthfully that they didn't see the person they were with drinking. And that's
just everybody else from their class.
No, everybody they would go.
At some point, you're seeing somebody.
It was like they made a point of not looking when someone was drinking. It was hilarious.
I mean, so you could see somebody in the pub, but if you're not looking at them while they drink, that's a technicality, right?
Well,
So,
it's just-
Cynthia, to answer your question, I think that Nick Cage, if he was in Black Panther, he would use a Bob Marley song, even though it's Jamaican, but it's close enough, right?
I don't know whether that's nice or racist.
Go ahead. Name me an African artist.
Funkadelic.
I don't think that's an artist or
George
a band.
Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelics. Is that who you're thinking
They're
of?
pretty sure they're American.
George Clinton is 100% American. I don't know any artists
But
from Africa.
Africa, they do have their own
who did
reggae
the song?
music.
Wait, who did the song when Muhammad Ali did his fight over there against the Rumble in the Jungle?
The Rumble in the Jungle.
Ali Boumaye.
Yeah. That was just a chant. Oh, you know what it would be? Damn it, you made me forget. I got it. It would be Bless the Rains Down. It would be Africa by Toto. That would be the song.
Yeah.
He would use in Black Panther. Nailed it.
Nice. All right. The taverns remained an essential place to cool off with friends, enjoy a flapjack, and drink up. Before 1826, another tavern existed on the property directly behind West Point. This one, known as North's Tavern, was so close to the academy that it enticed cadets at a more frequent pace, and Thayer decided to deal with this temptation by purchasing the property and turning the tavern into a hospital.
Well, that's a choice.
Yep. Jefferson Davis, who would go on to become the future president of the Confederate States during the Civil War, had a history of bad behavior while drunk. He was the first cadet to be arrested for going to Benny Havens. Another time, Davis was reportedly so drunk that he fell down a 60-foot ravine while bolting from the tavern because a professor had come in and he couldn't be seen.
Oh no, let me jump off this 60-foot cavern.
His friend shouted down to him to respond if he wasn't dead. Jeff Davis wanted to laugh at such a ridiculous question, but he was in so much pain, all he could do was raise one bloody hand to show he was still alive.
Did all the other cadets start clapping like he's being carted off the field?
I don't know, but he was hospitalized for a period of 4 months following this event.
Good Lord.
Like Will Ferrell and Austin Powers. I'm
He's
very
lucky
hurt. I think my leg might be broken. If you could just send some help.
He's lucky that the doctors didn't cut open like a 12 inch cut to look at his sprained ankle like they did Garfield.
We need to let you bleed so that you can recover properly.
Oh man, your ankle is twisted, man. We gotta get these leeches on you.
Now, so Jeff Davis and his friends were the ones who had the idea of flouting the superintendent's new rule and throwing the biggest Christmas Eve rager of all time on December 24th, 1826. Their choice of holiday beverage for the party would, of course, be the notorious and seasonally appropriate alcoholic beverage, eggnog.
Real quick, does anybody like eggnog? I've never even had it.
I enjoy eggnog, yes.
Nope.
Stuff.
It kind of depends on how you make it, how many different alcohols are in it, but it can be good.
Slender, I think he actually gets stepped away to go get eggnog.
Went stepped away to go get something.
It better be eggnog. Brahma, I know you're just bourbon all the way, but
can you put bourbon?
Yeah,
in
not
eggnog?
an eggnog.
Yeah, you can do I think William Woodford, Evan Williams does make an eggnog that's more bourbon based.
Yeah,
it's too damn sweet.
No, don't like eggnog.
Is it what is it? Is it too delicious a beverage for you?
No, I guess I don't even like the idea of it.
Too delicious? No, too sweet. It's
the brandy, really, what it is.
Who the fuck would drink eggnog that wasn't spiked? That is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, at least if it's spiked, when I'm drinking it, it starts to taste better after a while.
Well, here's the thing. You know I don't drink alcohol.
Chad
so
is
when
a psychopath.
I enjoy eggnog. I guess I'm a full-on psychopath.
The rum and the brandy.
Oh, I forgot about
completely without alcohol.
I forgot you're Mormon.
I'm not Mormon. Those crazy fucks. Do I look like I live on Beaver Island? Hell no.
So they're shutting down the taverns
on
that
Jersey
are opening
Island.
up around the facility, right?
Yes.
So this is before cars, so there wouldn't be a white panel van. It'd be like a white panel horse-drawn carriage, and dude just leans out the door and like, "Hey kid, you want some alcohol?"
Well, that's not creepy at all.
I mean, they can't
I
like.
got
12
some eggnog in here. It's real sweet.
Well, in his defense, though, they no longer allow 12-year-olds in, so they're all going to be at least 14. So it's not as bad.
Yeah. So
I mean, back then, 14, you're basically a grown man, right?
You 100% a grown man.
Now we have man-child syndrome at like 28.
So eggnog
I'm still trying to get over Chad liking eggnog that isn't spiked, and Matt definitely knowing that makes him a psychopath. So we just had like a Candace Owens reveal of Chad.
Because I'm a connoisseur of non-spiked
You're a
eggnog.
fucking coward, Chad.
So you like milk? Huh?
Hang on, that makes it worse. You're a connoisseur. Like, you go out of your way to like, ooh, my favorite brand of eggnog is dairy. I don't.
Lehigh Valley.
What the fuck? You had that so readily available to say.
Because it's a local dairy around here that makes a very good eggnog.
I like my eggnog straight from the teat. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you're doing with punk waddle.
That's just milk.
Yeah.
I'm not involved in this. You can't milk me.
Wait, not even your front tail? Come on, goddammit. I picked a short one for a reason.
We're having fun. It's Christmas Eve in
you're right.
30 minutes. All right. Eggnog was a descendant of a widely drunk hot milk punch known as posset, which contained curdled wine or ale.
Ugh.
So it's always just had weird names and
this is always gross
descriptions.
With the large number of small dairy farms in colonial America in the 19th century, eggnog was a very accessible alcoholic seasonal beverage to the American public. Nog is essentially a mixture of 4 items found on any colonial farm: eggs, milk, sugar, and booze.
Yeah.
The type and taste of nog could be hidden with spices. During the height of the triangle trade, sugar, slaves, and rum. Rum was widely available, and as such, eggnog became a very popular beverage mixed with rum as the most often used alcohol.
Yep.
George Washington even had a famous recipe for the drink that included rum, cherry brandy, and whiskey for an extra kick.
Sounds about right.
No
So
kind
not
of
only is Chad a psychopath, but he's a commie.
Well, did you know the?
He doesn't even drink true eggnog.
I think it's the Pennsylvania Dutch is one of the most common and well-known eggnog brands nationwide. Anyway.
I mean, if you say it, it must be so.
And you know what's right around that? Lehigh Valley, the nice, better one. You should go with that.
Well,
wait, which one's the Amish one?
Distributed? Yeah, nationwide. Yeah.
Are they Amish? Because like I feel like they got their eggnog game must be on point.
So
and it's all like organic, grass-fed, free-range eggnog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that sounds like it would be a good way to get high-quality ingredients for your nog. Anyway, so the general rule at the time.
No, real quick. Sorry, they age it in eggshells. Go on.
The general rule at the time was the more liquor, the merrier.
Mm-hmm.
Several nights before Christmas, three cadets named Center, Robertson, and Burnley crossed the Hudson River. This is like they're reenacting Washington's midnight.
That was my first thought.
They crossed the Hudson River to Martin's Tavern to get as much whiskey as they could buy with the money collected from their barracks. Jefferson Davis, Stalker, Fairley, and Guion went to Benny Havens, bribing a guard with 35 cents to borrow a boat and cross the river. They came back with 3 to 4 flagons of liquor.
What's a flagon?
Is that like what do they call it now when you bring your thing for beer, like a
growler?
A growler.
Growler.
I would think it's probably something like that.
I thought a flagon was just a cup.
Got it. A flagging of liquor refers to the process by which airport security scanners identify certain. This can't be it.
Oh, flagon is a large metal, glass, or plastic ceramic vessel for storing. Yeah, it's like a growler, basically. They had their bottles they brought in, they filled, and they took them home.
Generally around 20 to 30 ounces, it would be.
Yeah, which is, again, like a growler.
So 15 shots.
So they brought back about 4 of those to mix
so
in.
60 shots.
Yeah. Mutton was also smuggled in from Benny Haven should anyone need something to eat. Hatfuls of eggs and gallons of fresh milk were purchased from the local farmers. So mutton, pork, and turkey from Benny's, which they planned to heat over their fireplaces in their room. They stole the sugar, bread, butter, and condiments from the kitchen. They also got cinnamon and nutmeg from Benny Havens. This guy was all in on helping them out for it.
Mm-hmm.
The containers of alcohol and food were then stored among the cadets' private possessions, hidden until the night of Christmas Eve.
It reminds me of what's the Fat Camp movie?
Yeah.
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just pulling out all the candy from every fucking from the bunk beds. Oh, sorry, that's what I pictured.
Mm-hmm.
So Thayer was strict but not stupid. Cadets had smuggled alcohol into the academy before, and those situations had been dealt with on an individual basis. He assumed that with the holidays coming, there would be similar incidents. In fact, he discussed such a possibility with his colleagues at a small party the night before. Thayer took nothing more than standard precautions, assigning 2 officers, Captain Ethan Allen Hitchcock, a faculty member in military tactics, and Lieutenant William A. Thornton, to monitor the North Barracks. He also assigned cadets in charge of every floor in the barracks, holding them responsible if anything went wrong.
Fucking hall monitors?
What are they called? The trustees or whatever?
The prefects.
Narcs?
Well, yeah, no. They're called Fire Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Lieutenant
Snitches
Eaton,
get stitches.
Right?
Lieutenant Eaton was on watch in the guard room on Christmas Eve. In the guard room was a large drum and a military fife, which were used in the morning and night to signal the beginning and end of each day. Each morning, the drummer would strap on the drum, stand between the north and south barracks, At the first sight of sun, he would beat the call to summon the cadets from the barracks for roll. A drum would also signify breakfast and the start of classes. At 10 p.m. on December 24th, he sounded the nightly call for all cadets to be in their rooms. In room 28 of the North Barracks, however, cadets Swords, Berrien, Sullivan, Skipwith, Stalker, and Billy Murdoch were instead mixing Tennessee-style eggnog in wooden buckets.
Nice.
In room 5, one level down and directly across from Hitchcock's room, Jefferson Davis, Guion, Bomford, Cobb, and Billy Fitzgerald, who was a top 5 student, were also drinking eggnog.
Dude, I want them to make this into an A-Team style miniseries.
I actually, so Rod Sterling, if he directed The Last Castle, he directed The Outpost, he directed that new movie with the guy from The Shield that's playing football at 44. Anyway, so I've talked to him a couple of times on a couple of streams. You know, we cool like that. But I actually brought this up to him. I'm like, because he's a West Point guy. I'm like, dude, you should do a movie about the Eggnog Riot. So if he does, I get a producer credit. Go on. Which means
producer
he'll never do
credit will be under Mad Cheese Milk because that's your
So
name. That's what you call
I got that going for me, which is nice.
Yeah, this is very nice. I can make it like a Steve Ben life out of it if it's a good movie.
Fairley suddenly decided to make another trip to a local tavern as he was afraid the supply would run low. Hitchcock, or Old Hitch as the cadets called him, walked the halls until 3 a.m. when he went to bed, unaware of
Hold
the
on,
party.
we've got to address this.
What does that even mean?
Kitty, or copied, yeah, Punkwaddle was trying to mess with his avatar, but he went blackface, so we had to stop him.
Yeah, he ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
And now that you bring up that racism,
What? Don't put Waddle in the corner.
Did you just call yourself Waddle?
Also, you were in a corner before.
did you just speak in third person? No, see, nobody put Waddle in the corner. Waddle don't play like that.
The corner,
But there were some avatar changes at the beginning.
Waddle didn't land on the corner. The corner landed on Waddle.
Now say it in a Russian accent.
I didn't have to change mine. I'm really happy with my avatar already. So
I changed mine a
right.
little bit. I got a little festive on my.
Use Grok
You
that
went
much.
Confederate.
Confederate is it's a bit from Morning Nonsense.
Yeah, I guess.
The Confederacy will rise again.
So that's like your cousin.
Oh, because of the War of the Barbie's aggression.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, Ken. I thought you said kin. Okay.
Keen. All right. Hitchcock, or Old Hitch as the cadets called him, walked the halls until 3 a.m. when he went to bed, unaware of the parties across the hall and on the level above him. At
How?
4 a.m., Hitchcock awoke to the sound of noisy cadets. He went up one story to room 28, knocked on the door, and it opened to reveal several men in a room smelling of liquor and a recently smothered fire. So, you know, as he's knocking, everyone's like, put it out, get.
Why did they have a fire
They
in
had
the
a
room?
fire in the room.
They can't even have a fucking hot plate. They're like, you know what we need to do?
No,
we need to
I
fucking
mean-
make s'mores.
I mean,
they were
that's how
trying
they
to
heated.
make s'mores, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, we got to
Yeah.
make s'mores, bro.
That's what they were using to heat up the food they got, their mutton and
The mutton.
turkey.
Yeah, the mutton's cold.
All right, so he saw that the fire which had recently been smothered was clearly being used to reheat food. And although he did not see any liquor,
So they ruined it for all of us.
He did
These
see
fuckers ruined it. That rule has existed since that day.
Oh, when we did urban combat training or whatever at Knox, we would use the barracks, the old barracks from like the old barracks, right? And on the walls above where the bunks would be, it would say no smoking in bed. The reason why they had to put that on the wall is because somebody was smoking in bed and caught themselves on fire.
Somebody got drunk,
Yeah.
passed out with the cigarette, and set their bed on fire while they were in it.
Yeah, it's the same reason why on the fire hydrant or extinguisher it would say used only for fire.
Not for office chair races down the hallway.
Not for hazing.
That reminds me, like, whenever I'm at a theme park with my son and he starts reading like all the warnings, you know, when you're in line on a ride, And I was like, what do these warnings mean? Because I'm drilling this into his head. And he says, it means somebody did that at least once. And, like, because they'll read a warning like, no prosthetic limbs. And I was like, what does that mean? And he goes, that means somebody lost a leg or an arm at least once on this ride. I was like, yes, it does. All right, so although he did not see any liquor, he did see human-like shapes under blankets hiding. He ordered the 2 men.
Human-like shapes. I feel like you can. It's okay. It's safe to say. You know what? They're human.
Sir, I saw human-like shapes. I can't. I can't testify that they were actually people.
No, which is
what
why
gender were the human-like shapes?
Well, when he ordered the 2 men under the blanket to come out, they did sheepishly. He then berated them and ordered them back to their rooms.
This isn't where I parked my cart.
It was then apparent that there was another cadet hiding under the blanket. Hitchcock then ordered him to stand up. The figure did, but did not remove the blanket. Rising as a ghost-like figure, Hitchcock responded with the following quote, "Uncowl yourself, sir."
Oh God, fuck you. By the way, also, I'm just picturing that green rough ass blanket that you know, the one I'm talking about, Slender.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ours were gray, but
So-
yeah,
Has the texture of a moving blanket.
It had the texture of the rough part of a sponge, like a sink sponge for dishes.
It's like if someone took a Brillo pad and
Yes.
stretched it out into a square.
Yes.
Yeah,
Here,
like
use this for
U-Haul
comfort.
moving blankets, the stuff that you put over your furniture to keep it safe.
Yep.
About that texture, right?
They probably are the same blankets. They just get a different stamp.
Yeah,
I'm
different
going to be
cut.
honest, the ones that you get from U-Haul are probably thicker than what the military was issuing.
yeah.
All right, so you guys are going to come to love this man's commitment to the bit, though. The shrouded figure tried to edge its way out of the room. Hitchcock yanked the cover from the man to reveal a cadet in uniform, but he was still hiding.
Uncowl thine form!
No, but he was still hiding by placing his cap in front of his face to hide his
If
identity.
I can't see him, he can't see me. If I can't see him, he can't see me. So they did still let 12-year-olds in?
He read
Hitchcock-
the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchcock then ordered the cadet to show his face, and he repeated this several times, but the cadet just stood there with his cap in front of his face. Several other cadets were looking on in silence. Hitchcock waited another 15 seconds before issuing his last command, saying, "Sir, do not compel me to use violence with a gentleman." The
God
figure
dang.
then tried for the door again, but Hitchcock blocked his path. Finally, Hitchcock snapped the cap away from the figure to reveal the face of George Skipwith. Hitchcock ordered him to his room and then told the cadets they were under arrest and ordered them to go to bed. The captain left the room at 4:15 a.m. and returned to his room to sleep. After Hitchcock left, Billy Murdoch was furious that Hitchcock had used force on Skipwith because that was the problem.
Yeah, oh, that's uncalled for. Uncalled for.
Murdoch
That's
felt
dangerously close to a duel.
no, here it comes. Because Skipwith, Murdoch felt that what he had done to Skipwith slighted his honor, and he said to his fellow cadets Fitzgerald and Stalker, who had moved up from room 5, "Get your bayonets, boys, and pistols. Have them. Before this night is over, Hitchcock will be dead."
What the fuck is in their eggnog?
Dude,
Lot
that's
of
good fucking nog.
Well, you don't besmirch a man's honor. That's what.
Yeah, where'd all the rum go?
Shortly after, I mean, this sounds more like what's that Puerto Rican version of eggnog?
Coquito.
Coquito. This is like Coquito strength.
Yeah.
Oh, I like taquitos. Taquitos?
No.
No,
Not
taquitos?
taquitos. Coquito is Puerto Rican
This is
There's
eggnog.
a Puerto Rican guy at my job that usually makes it, and he uses Bacardi 151 in it.
They don't
and
even make. Do they even make Bacardi 151 anymore? I think they stopped. They're
the general
They don't make it
experience.
in America.
Yeah, the general experience I've had with Coquito is that the Puerto Ricans making it, it's 95% whatever alcohol they're using, and then 5% whatever thing makes it look like eggnog.
I have a
Does it
question.
also cause them to mutiny?
I have a question. And I'm
They
gonna
get
be
into fights with the Jets.
I'm gonna be fearless and I'm gonna be brave and I'm just gonna ask the question because you know, not growing up, like, but when, yeah, you know, drinking when I was in you know, the aeronautics school and stuff like that, we would always put Bacardi in Gatorade because of the electrolytes, right? It would get you drunker quicker because it would get into your bloodstream, be, because of the electrolytes. That's not a real thing. Is it a real thing?
Not that I'm
Not
aware
that I
of.
know of.
When I did drink alcohol in college at the time when I did do that, I always used to try to mix it with Gatorade under the theory in my stupid college brain that Gatorade is designed to fight dehydration.
Gatorade is to rehydrate.
The main reason you have hangovers is because you get dehydrated. This solves the problem, bro.
That checks out science perfect. I had a friend that did that with vodka and Gatorade a lot.
I've
Bro,
mixed Crown Royal and Gatorade.
I found a couple of dudes in a parking lot. They were medics at Fort Sam or whatever, and they were hooked up to IVs. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? They were like, we're trying to rehydrate, like we're trying, you know what I mean, rehydrate or whatever. It was like so we can drive home. That was their thinking. They hooked up IVs to each other.
So they just have like banana bags on standby.
Okay, so I was in Nashville a couple of years back, and they legit have there's a franchise where it's just a place you can go to get an IV.
Yeah, banana bags, right?
Yeah, and I think this one had like some kind of funny name for hydration, but you could mix in like different vitamins that you wanted. I had been up late the night before. I didn't drink or anything, but me and my friend, we got it like, and I was like, fine, it's like $20. Holy shit, was that the most refreshing experience in my life? Man. You sit there for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, my sister used to be an ER nurse, and now she does that. She just mixes IVs for everybody all day. And she gets some pretty famous people coming through the clinic.
I swear to God, that shit works, man. You feel so invigorated and refreshed once you get one of those. I was like, I get why athletes just run back to the locker room, get their IV, and they're coming out ready to go.
Well, I mean, in college and thereafter, but like some of the frats, like, I think they eventually got turned away because there was an epidemic where they would just go to the ERs for the banana bags and stuff like that after they were drunk to, rehydrate or take a test, and I think someone said no, that need to be reserved for people who actually need them.
Which is why you go to a private place, pay $20, you're good to go. All right, so shortly. So shortly after arriving back in his room, Hitchcock heard footsteps coming down the hall. The feet stopped in front of his door, and he heard whispers. After a pause,
we're gonna stab him. We're gonna get this fucker.
The door reverberated with 3 solid blows made from a pistol butt or a club. The feet ran away as Hitchcock opened his door. Down the corridor, he saw a figure call, "Hally ho, Hitch," before fading away.
Hally ho.
We got you good.
Hitch.
Hitchcock heard doors slamming above and more footsteps and the occasional curse. Clearly shit was about to get real, so he went up to the 3rd floor in search of Thornton. In the corridor, he came across Stalker carrying a stick of wood and reeling with drunkenness. Hitchcock ordered him to stop, but Stalker just stood there watching him.
At least he didn't put his hat over his face.
He said he responded that he was going on necessary business, Captain, before staggering down the hall again. He stopped to lean against the wall and then vomited.
Okay, there it is.
He had 99 problems, but a hitch ain't one.
Yeah. Hitchcock continued on and went to the
Wait,
second
hold on,
floor.
real quick. So he felt like he had to call some dinosaurs.
You about to call some dinosaurs?
I figured I'd give him a holler.
Puke and rally.
Go on. Sorry, go on.
So Hitchcock continued on and went to the second floor. Jefferson Davis heard Hitchcock's steps from room 11, where another party was still going on, and saw him moving towards room 5. Having heard of their collective move of defiance against authority while having a drink in room 5 earlier in the evening, Davis decided to save Hitchcock. Hitchcock had previously spoken highly of Davis at an earlier court-martial. He was brought up
at an earlier court-martial.
Yeah, because remember, he was always out drinking and getting in trouble. As Hitchcock entered room 5 to be confronted by a party even bigger than room 28, Davis burst in and shouted, "Put away the grog, boys. Captain Hitchcock's coming." only to realize Hitchcock was already there.
It's such a fucking movie. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Davis and the others were immediately placed under arrest and ordered to their rooms. Hitchcock read the group the Riot Act, which declares that any group of 12 or more people are unlawfully assembled and open to punitive action.
Man.
Davis returned to his room. Hitchcock questioned the occupants about the liquor and then ordered Sevier, the cadet responsible for the room, to open all the trunks. Sevier refused, instead simply laying down against the wall.
Oh, man. Just imagine that by the time Hitchcock is done, the entire West Point class of 1826 will be non-existent. None of them are going to make it to graduation because they've all been arrested.
Hitchcock left. It was now 4:50 a.m. 3 cadets were now discovered by Cadet James G. Overton, a relief sentinel not involved in any of the parties, and he was questioning them about what their actions were and what they were doing. They gave a drunken explanation about needing drums and a fife. The other officer on duty,
as one would,
named Thornton, awoke around this time. Thornton rose and began wandering through the quarters, where he found 2 cadets with ruffled and unbuttoned shirts. One of these 2 cadets was Fitzgerald, only at this time he was wielding a curved sword. Thornton placed him under arrest and told him to return to his room. He asked Fitzgerald for the weapon, but Fitzgerald refused, screaming at Thornton maniacally. Fitzgerald then struck the floor 3 times with his sword and walked off to room 29. It was then that Thornton heard the sound of a drum and fife outside.
What the?
Men were cheering for the musicians who had stolen the instruments from the guard room. Thornton went downstairs to put an end to the terrible music, but never made it, as he was then struck by Cadet Roberts with a piece of firewood and knocked unconscious.
Real quick, Slender, do you think they were playing staring down the barrel of a 45?
I really don't think they were playing that. But.
No, that or the Mama told me
but I was young.
Sorry,
be a simple kind of man.
Yeah, simple kind of. Yeah, every fucking guy in the barracks with a guitar. That's the only song they would play. You would hear it every fucking night. Ugh.
The Shinedown version, though, not the.
Oh god.
I mean, it was on the guitar, so whatever version that is.
Well, the original was Leonard Skinner, wasn't it?
Yes, the original was Leonard Skinner.
I'm pretty sure it was the Shinedown.
Okay.
Gross.
Probably.
Yeah, otherwise they'd be playing Freebird if they were doing anything Skinner. All right, so the hallways were now in complete chaos. Men ran from room to room waving swords and muskets. Yells echoed in the hallways. Firewood was being thrown about, crashing into walls and windows.
This whole thing just sounds like a really fun night to me.
Yeah.
An occasional shot was now being fired. A cadet opened a window for fresh air, only to vomit and crash unconscious, passing out in his own filth.
So he opened the window to lean out and get some fresh air and fell out the window while vomiting and landed in his own puddle.
It's a cartoon.
So we're now at 5 a.m. It's now 5 a.m. Cadet Guillaume has returned from the South Barracks, where he retrieved a pistol, with coming back with the intent of killing Hitchcock.
Oh, right. I forgot that's still happening.
Yeah. At the same time, Hitchcock was in his room, worried that blood would soon be spilled. Suddenly, there were violent blows on his door. Firewood was being heaved at the door like a battering ram. Guillaume smashed at the door, which was very close to splintering. Impatient, he pulled out the pistol and aimed at the door. The crowd of men around him fell silent as he pulled the trigger. Cadet Thompson had accidentally bumped him as he was firing, causing the shot to hit the side of the door instead of the lock. Stones were now being thrown at the barracks windows from outside, including at Hitchcock's window.
Hitchcock then just let the guys have some fucking eggnog and leave them alone.
Look
for
what you
one
did when
fucking night.
Just let him keep the hat in front of his face.
They're so repressed. This
Let him
is
keep
what
his
happened.
blanket.
This is the
Let him
violence
keep his
inherent in the
blanket.
system.
You think it was like friggin' My Girl. He needs his blanket.
Yeah. Where's his blanket?
Where's his blanket?
Dude, this is his own fault.
He can't sleep
All right.
without his blanket.
So, in this momentary confusion, Hitchcock burst out of his own room and startled the cadets outside, who retreated towards their own quarters.
Why?
Hitchcock
Just shoot him. Just fucking shoot
Well,
him.
bro, there was only one shot in that thing.
Yeah,
That's
well,
true. It'd take like 10 minutes to reload.
yeah. So I don't think the Navy was issuing revolvers at that point, but I don't think the Army had them.
For the story, it was
Yeah.
a mini musket, whatever they call those pistols. Flintwood?
A
Mac?
blunderbuss? A flintlock?
Yep. Hitchcock saw men further down the hallways smashing windows with clubs. He then yelled, "Go to your rooms!" and some of the men did, but most did not. Hitchcock then heard the morning bugle call, and thinking this meant it was daylight, he was relieved. But it was not the morning bugle call. Someone had stolen the bugle and was just playing it.
It was some drunk asshole like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah, he's never played it before in his life. Also, this sounds very similar to another event like this, the Disco Derby Demolition Night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Couple hundred years later. So Hitchcock went to Thornton's room to seek assistance, but no one was there, because we know Thornton had already got up and left. But rocks were being thrown at Thornton's windows by giggling men outside on the ground.
I'm sorry, I just like the giggling.
Because that's what Mad would have been doing. He would have been
the whole
drunk
time.
and giggling, throwing rocks. Leaving Thornton's room, Hitchcock came up against another man who he ordered to halt, but the cadet instead raised a club against Hitchcock. There was a brief struggle before the cadet dashed off. Another man Hitchcock encountered just stood there until he moved on. He then arrested Hamilton for the third time that evening when he was caught in the hallways.
You're under arrest.
Again.
Yeah, you told me
Again.
that twice already.
Well, now the triple arrest. Okay.
Hitchcock saw Cadet Overton in the hall and ordered him to...
He's like the parent who's like, I'm going to count to 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 2.5.
Why'd you shoot me?
So he ordered Cadet Overton to get the comm here, which I guess is old-timey way of saying come over here. But a bunch of drunken cadets overhearing this and mishearing thought they heard get the bombardiers.
Nice!
The nickname for the hated artillerymen.
Oh, no.
Stalker loaded his
They're
pistol
going to
with
start throwing
gunpowder.
grenades and shit.
No.
Stalker loaded his pistol with gunpowder, but no balls, and was firing several times, just puffing gunpowder smoke into the air. He
So there-
ordered men to fortify the North Barracks against the oncoming attack from the bombardiers.
Oh, my God, dude. Yeah, it's like,
Imagine if you were just someone who lived nearby. And
you
saw
just hear all this
shit
going on.
happening.
Like, what's going on at West Point?
No, imagine
Are
if
they
you were
doing some
staying
kind
in
of
the other
training
barracks.
operation?
This was all just in the North Barracks, wasn't it? Because they were all in one.
Yes.
This was
Yeah,
all
this
in
is all
one
in
building. There's
this
a
was
whole
all
other
in
barracks across the way.
The South Barracks
That's-
is where the one guy just went and got a pistol, so they're like, what
Yeah,
the
but
fuck is going on?
the guys on base will figure out pretty quickly what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
And-
people who live outside the perimeter, they have no idea
No
what's
idea.
fucking going on.
So
Right.
yeah, they probably had it like what it's like now. You had MOS, different MOSs would be in different areas of the base or whatever, right? So the bombardiers are over there, they're infantry, and I guess now they're thinking that the bombardiers are on their way to attack them, so they're fortifying. They're getting ready. They're like shield wall. What the fuck was in that eggnog?
Good job, man.
I might have to try eggnog again.
Right? It's starting to win me over.
I mean, down here in the South, they add a little fireball to add the extra.
Fuck Fireball.
No, fuck Fireball.
I
I do not need a liquefied version of Big Red with alcohol.
No. It's not big. It's that.
He means the gum Big Red, not the drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
Smart.
cinnamon
Right.
flavored gum.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm in Texas, so when you say Big Red,
No, same. Yeah.
All right. So he ordered the men to fortify the North Barracks against the oncoming attack from the bombardiers. Murdoch heard the rumor and awaited the upcoming invasion. He stood at the entrance to the barracks and asked each cadet passing, "Are you a bombardier or a gentleman?"
This sounds like it's this part out of that Civil War movie with where there's like, "What kind of American are you?"
yeah.
Right.
Fitzgerald, his hand now cut and bleeding by the window panes, he had sliced with his sword, made his way to room 11 in the South Barracks. There he rallied the men of the South Barracks to join the fight against the bombardiers before he fell asleep on his own bloodied forearms.
This would make a hell of a film. That's why I suggested it to Rod Sterling.
Yeah,
and I'll get a
a
producer credit.
cartoon.
Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna
Goddamn
say, like,
miniseries.
well, I mean, I know you made a joke that it sounded like a cartoon, but I think animated, you could like make it more extreme, like falling in his own vomit and all the blood. If it's too realistic, I think it would just be too dark.
Dude,
this is the first mention of blood.
This could be the next great Christmas movie.
It really could be. It would take Love Actually spot as the number one, right?
Probably, yeah.
Man, if he was still alive, Alan
Muzzle
Rickman
flagging.
would have made a great Hitchcock. He would have
we
pulled
should
that
cast
role
this
off.
movie.
All right, so Hitchcock continued
Oh, dude,
to
we
try
could
to
do it.
restore.
We could do it. It could be Nightmare Before Christmas 2.
Gross. No, I'm not a fan of fucking whatever his name is. Not Wes Craven. What's his name?
You don't like the cool
Nope.
claymation though? This could be
Tim
great
Burton.
claymation.
Tim Burton. I can't stand any of his shit.
Really?
I'm trying to think.
Not even Beetlejuice. Writing that down?
Nope.
You're losing a few points tonight, Mad. I'm sorry.
I mean, Beetlejuice was fine. I didn't really care for that sequel. That wasn't that good.
No, I agree with you on that. But the first one's a classic. It was all right. It wasn't great.
Johnny Depp and
You know who could have done this movie really well before he got all pretentious and he got his own head up his ass from the Joker? Is Todd
Phillips?
Yep. Because this sounds like straight up out of like his early 90s, not
Yeah.
early O's, like Road Trip, old school. Like he could have, this is his kind of movie when he was like, not a pretentious asshole.
How about the guy who did all the paintball scenes in Community?
That would be the Russo brothers.
Was that the Russos?
Yeah. That's where they got their start, was on Community.
Yep.
Did not know that.
That's why the Russos movies tend to actually have a little bit better action because they do their own action sequences instead of the standard Marvel way of,
I just
we'll
want to
set it
see
up
this
for
guy walking back and forth in front of all these people and be like, "Would you give it all back for one chance to tell those bombardiers that they could take our freedom, but they'll never take our eggnog?"
Yeah.
I imagine the guys in the South Barracks are just upset because the North Barracks all got drunk and they didn't.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that they're drunk. They just had a cooler fucking dude in charge.
Yeah, the South Barracks was like, "Look, guys, we all know that Davis is over in the North Barracks. That guy's gonna fuck things up. He fell off a goddamn cliff, remember? He's been court-martialed 17 times."
Oh, is that why you don't like those movies, Mad?
I don't even know what that fetish would be.
She wants you to cut her
I think
hair.
that's a one-time fetish.
One time. That's not how
You
fetishes
probably don't survive it. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
All right. So Hitchcock continued to try to restore order in the North Barracks but he proceeded to get into a fist fight with Cadet Walter Ott. Thornton now started to come back awake on the stairway where he had been knocked out and returned to his room. Hitchcock, having completed his fist fight, greeted him in his room at around 5:45 a.m. By 6 o'clock, other cadets who were not drinking also got involved in restoring order, At the same time, the main rioters were attempting to recruit other cadets but having little success
Because they weren't drunk.
off
Put
their ass.
so many amazing jump cuts in this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Bill, you gotta join. I know you haven't been drinking, but you gotta join. Take this blanket, put it over your head.
So finally, day broke, and the real morning bugle call was sounded. Commandant William Worth had arrived at this point,
Oh, no.
coming to put an end to the chaos.
Fucking Mr. Belding comes in.
His presence did in fact end the mayhem. Worth, when inspecting, saw men strewn on stairways and leaning on railings. Glass was everywhere. The men gathered in the assembly area at around 7 a.m. The men from the South Barracks, completely sober, woke shocked to find such a scene of destruction.
I didn't know the South
How are
Barracks
they
was filled
just
with.
now waking up with all the drumming and reveille being played or whatever 10 times?
I didn't know the South Barracks is where they had all the female cadets.
West Point's pretty big, actually.
All those fucking pussies.
Yeah. Windows had been smashed along with the building's furniture. Banisters had been ripped from the stairways and thrown down with other rubble. Shards of shattered glass, shattered plates, dishes, and cups were on the ground.
And I will push back on that a little. West Point's pretty big now. It probably wasn't that big back then.
Plus, they said earlier in the story that that's how they wake them up every day, is by hitting that drum. So if you heard the drum while you were sleeping, I would think you would have gotten up out of bed.
Yeah, unless you're so drunk you don't hear the drum.
Yeah, unless it's Matthew McConaughey naked on a beach hitting the drum sounding. You know what I mean? Y'all don't remember when he did that?
Yeah, I do.
No.
He did it.
Okay.
Good for him.
All right.
All right.
So
Keep
meanwhile, the
going.
men of the
All right,
North
all right.
Barracks stumbled out of their rooms disheveled. Many were barefoot, swearing, threatening academy officials, and obviously still very drunk. Some men remained in their rooms and continued drinking. Behind the cadets who attempted to line up in parade formation, West Point's North Barracks stood in a state of near ruin. Two cadets were hugging and crying and laughing.
Hey, count your blessings that it didn't burn down. How about that?
Right? Bro, man, you would know who'd been drinking the night before in that PT formation because they'd have that sway to them, and you could just smell the alcohol in the formation.
You can smell them immediately.
Yeah.
And
they got that sway going.
You got to keep an eye on them because one of them's going to fall. And
yep.
If you're in formation, they're going to hit somebody on the way down.
I like how Slender was like, they're lucky it didn't catch fire. It's like, bitch, at one point they were about to use artillery on the building. That's what they're lucky didn't happen.
So, an ever-increasing group of men were ignoring roll call or answering yes to every name called to their huge delight as they giggled.
It's like the 6-7 meme, bro.
Animal House 76. No, not 1976, 1876.
Hamilton just started loudly boasting of how much better his drum playing was. Some men still cried out the bombardiers were coming.
You guys, no, y'all don't understand. They're still coming.
Some men, as they were leaving their rooms, smashed windows on their way to roll call.
Just because.
To do it.
The officers just stood there taking notes. Eventually,
Listen, there's
abandoning...
a window here, and I have a stick of firewood. There's only one proper course of action.
Well, they don't match anymore. I got to get them to match.
Yeah,
all
it's
the other
uniformity. You guys taught us. That's important.
Yeah. The officers just stood there taking notes, but they eventually abandoned trying to take roll call due to the chaos, and instead just dismissed the cadets to breakfast. During breakfast, fights continued to break out in the mess hall. After breakfast, they were then sent to the chapel for the 2-hour Christmas service.
Y'all need Jesus.
This is that terrible idea that somebody always gets in boot camp in every division, where it's like, well, they can't punish all of us.
Yeah, that fucking stupid ass idea. Yeah. Guess what? They can.
Yes, they can.
Yes, and they will.
I remember, man. We were getting ready to come out the field. We've been out there for like 2-3 weeks or whatever, and the drill sergeants were talking. They're like, this is a pretty good class for a bunch of shitbags or whatever. We should let them go see a movie. And the other one was like, well, do they get to have popcorn? And yeah, let them have whatever. So they asked, hey, do you guys want to go see a movie? We got together. We're like, obviously, this is probably a trick.
This is a trap. It is a trap.
But Alien versus Predator is showing, and that is going to be an awesome movie. We hadn't seen any previews or anything. So we decided, you know what? We'll go for it. So we're in formation. We're our nicest BDUs we had. They marched us over to the movie theater on base, And then we about faced, and on the other side, across the street from the movie theater, is one of the PT pits. Now, what was great about this is filled with sand, not sand mill. What's it called? Sawdust. It's just filled with fucking sawdust. And,
oh no!
Yeah, he took us out there, and we did up down goes for the entire runtime of the fucking movie.
Oh,
why? Just because.
Yeah, and then you got yelled at because your uniform was covered in sawdust.
Oh man, dude, the piles of sawdust after dumping it out of our boots, dude. By the way, I actually, you know what? He probably saved us from having to see that movie. It probably was a better use of our time.
Also, Soul Assassin, Marines, far and away the Marines. Those guys want to fight about everything.
Oh yeah.
Or
anyway,
take high school
sorry,
girls to prom.
they're testifying about the Lord.
22 cadets were placed under house arrest until further notice. Among them was Jefferson Davis, who had been reported as one of the criminals by both Hitchcock and Thornton. About a third of the cadets of the entire academy, approximately 100 men, had been involved in what would come to be known as the Eggnog Riot. An inquiry was opened after
Eggnog Riot! Throw back a bottle of beer!
An inquiry was opened after almost a month of investigation. The decision was made to court-martial 19 cadets for their conduct on Christmas Eve, including indicting too many men would have reflected poorly on the academy by reinforcing its old image as a place of anarchy. So Thayer chose to deal with only the most aggressive offenders. The army gonna army, even in the 1820s.
Wait, you think that included the blanket kid?
but how did they know who he was? I'm kidding.
Well, he was kind of the catalyst for this whole thing.
Yeah. The inquiry included testimony from 167 witnesses, the gentlemanly code of honor among the cadets, and what they saw as their moral obligation to tell the truth meant that thousands of pages of transcriptions of the accounts of the men had been collected.
God, we have the script right there.
By March 8th, 11 cadets found that they were no longer allowed to wear the gray and were dismissed from West Point. These were the ones who had smuggled the whiskey, the cadets who incited the riots, and several others. Those expelled included Fitzgerald, Guion, and Stalker. 8 other cadets... Guion, yep.
Why Guion?
8 other cadets were given a reprieve, including Mad Billy Murdoch, Private John Dugan, the man who'd taken the 35 cents at the river, was sentenced
That was my great uncle.
Was sentenced to 1 month hard labor and fortified a whiskey ration for the same period, and forfeited a whiskey ration for the same period. Thornton was assaulted with a club in 1828 by a cadet, and that cadet was given the death penalty, which was later commuted. Thayer continued to strengthen West Point as an academic institution, leaving in 1833, having influenced other institutions, including Harvard and the U.S. Naval Academy. He would pass away in 1872, having never married because he was gay. His remains were buried at West Point. I mean, that's actually, for that era, that's a pretty long lifespan.
So I looked it up. General Ulysses S. Grant was a cadet at West Point and a witness to the infamous 1826 Eggnog Riot.
And I think he was actually one of the worst students there.
I think he was... Wasn't he much later? Wasn't he a later class?
I don't know. Slender just said he looked it up, so...
Yeah, it says he was a witness to the Eggnog Riot.
I know, but he,
I I imagine the story didn't get very far.
No, he
out
didn't
of
start
control
West
from the
Point until
Army.
1839 and graduated in 1843 because he was a Mexican American War early, like West Point.
It says he was a cadet at West Point.
Then it's not true. He
and
wasn't
a witness to the riot.
That was like 15 years before he was there.
I imagine his name would have come up in the story at some point, even if it was just to point out that he was there.
Now, Grant did have his own issues at West Point. He was a very low-ranking
Let's see,
cadet.
1839. Yeah.
13 years later, that's when he started. Anyway, all right. No charges.
Maybe it just took him that long to graduate.
Yep. Because he kept getting knocked back. Shockingly, no charges were filed against Jefferson Davis.
Who the fuck is that?
Jefferson, future president of the Confederacy, who was involved in getting all the alcohol. He was also very connected from a politically influential family, so, magic. Turns out Jefferson Davis had missed almost everything. Instead of following
dude,
his
have
career-
you seen a picture of Captain Hitchcock?
No, can you share with us?
He looks like Ebenezer Scrooge. I can't. I'm looking at it on my phone. Look him up, though. You should pull up a picture.
All right, what's his name?
Ethan Allen Hitchcock.
I mean, the first two names don't really go well for anything positive.
Oh, found him.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he look like Scrooge?
Hold on, I'm just getting. Oh, he does. Sorry, I was just getting a whole bunch of chairs.
Well, yeah, because of Ethan Allen.
True. Didn't he come over on the Mayflower?
Ethan Allen, the store guy?
Don't take advantage of me being on a different tab.
So who's the Van Wilder cadet?
So how did Davis miss all of this?
Because following that incident in the room where Hitchcock told him to go back to his room, he stumbled back, threw up in his own room, and passed out cold. In his memoirs, Davis would claim that he never named names and didn't snitch. But in fact, military records show that he implicated everyone, including his roommate.
Oh, fucking, he's 6'9" Takasid.
Fucking snitch.
When his roommate had returned to their dorm, he woke up Davis and loaded his gun. So he snitched on him for doing that. Davis graduated at the bottom of his class. His time at the academy brewed a long-lasting hatred for Yankees.
Oh, man, I hope that doesn't come back into...
Yeah, it's not foreboding at all.
In 1861, he was inaugurated as the first in America.
I'm sorry. Are we saying that the Eggnog riot played a significant role in the start of the Civil War by
We are
fueling this
not
hatred?
the
There's
Eggnog
a-
riot to a relatable villain story, okay?
There's a non-zero chance.
I mean, it's more
So
believable than the other reasons they tell us.
So Hitchcock, Hitchcock.
This
would-
was all just a grudge from the Eggnog riot.
I mean, you say
Plunged
that,
the
but-
whole country into a
Remember
civil
the
war.
eggnog.
I mean, but the reason, okay, you say that, but it's stuff like that, like the reason Reconstruction was as bad as it was because Seward got his ass kicked on the steps of the Capitol by a Southern congressman. And so he held it against them and made them pay once he was in charge of things.
Vindictive motherfuckers. Why is everybody acting like women back then? Oh, West Point.
So, so Hitchcock would leave for other military posts, but come back to West Point as commandant. He then left again and was promoted to major in 1838. It's funny to think that to be commandant of West Point, you weren't even a major.
Oh, my God. What if we added in Major Payne? Not directly, but you know
Like
what I mean?
he did a cameo?
No, not a cameo. No, like a Major Payne type. You know what I mean? Like
there are many Eggnog.
Yeah.
Dude, we just gotta find one of the characters who's already kind of Major Payne-y.
Yeah. Like whoever showed up that morning and people started acting right.
Cadet, what are you doing under that blanket? Cadet, remove the blanket.
Choo choo.
Cadet, you have 5 seconds to uncowl yourself, or I will do it for you.
Who's the dumb man now? I love that fucking movie, man.
It is one of my favorites.
You know, one of the most accurate movies when it comes to basic training is In the Army Now with Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah, they 100% nail it.
I mean, they did a really good job, but I still hate Pauly Shore.
Son-in-law is probably
Like
one of Biodome. Encino Man is a fantastic movie. Period.
Like, if they would make, you know, where you could buy at Walmart, like his best hits, those 3 or 4 movies for $10, it would pretty much span anything, all the good things he's done in his career.
Is he dead?
And a Goofy movie.
No, but he did make a
Goofy
movie about Pauly Shore's dead.
Speaking of dead, is this story done?
No, you guys were just talking.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I was letting
Go
you
on.
All right, so by 1842, Hitchcock would achieve the rank of lieutenant colonel in the 3rd Infantry Regiment in command of Fort Stansbury. He served in the Seminole War in Florida and the Mexican-American War, where he served as General Winfield Scott's Inspector General in the March on Mexico City. He received a brevet promotion to colonel for Contreras and to brigadier general for Molino del Rey, the battles within the Mexican-American War.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, brevet means field promotion. It also means that you don't actually technically have that, and you'll revert back to your old rank once the conflict is over.
Oh, I didn't know that part. That's
unless they run the papers and make it permanent.
Yeah, they like in the Civil War that happened a lot. Like Custer was a general and got demoted back down to like a major.
Why?
Because he was
an idiot.
Well, no, he was actually supposedly a good cavalry officer during the Civil War, but
then the Civil War, yeah,
and eventually he made it back.
Well, it's 7th Cavalry, right?
He impressed the samurai, so
yeah. I was in the 10th Cavalry. I was in Buffalo Soldiers. Ready and forward.
In October 1855, he resigned from the army following a refusal by Secretary of War Jefferson Davis to extend a 4-month leave of absence that he requested for health reasons. Jeff Davis holding them grudges. He was like, that Hitchcock fucker, fuck him. These days, not many current cadets at West Point know about the Eggnog Riot. None of the buildings from the Eggnog Riot remain on West Point's present-day campus, but the riot did have a lasting impact on the camp's architecture. In the 1840s, when new barracks were built, they included short hallways that required cadets to exit the building entirely in order to access another floor.
What?
This building design made crowd control easier and made it harder for cadets to get out of hand and gather in large numbers.
Oh my God.
Control.
West Point no longer has a grand holiday celebration, and where there are parties, access to alcohol is extremely limited. So the odds of rowdy cadets drinking too much of the good stuff remains a legend of the past.
No, that's just because we need another generation to come around that don't give a. We need I don't give a fuck generation to come back around.
We're in the soft men about to make hard times. So we'll get there.
What was it like?
Mad, I have to. He did it. That crazy bastard did it.
What?
Here's you in Footloose, learning to dance.
In Texas.
I gotta be honest, I like the hair color.
Is this Robbie releasing the Kraken?
Yeah.
I have better hip movement though.
That's
mean,
what's up with the gloves?
I feel like it's better than Kevin Bacon, so
it is. That's true.
On a side note, so that was the short one, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
You know, I tried to stay quiet for a bit of it, and it wasn't all my fault.
And you still ended up on the bottom row.
That wasn't the point I was trying to make.
It's Slender's though.
I'd like your new, like you're fighting Santa Claus, like American Dad. You have this.
Thanks to so.
Is he gonna? No, not. You think he's like the redneck guy? Santa know what he did.
Santa know what he did.
Don't take away my booze.
That
my eggnog.
that might be my favorite Christmas episode. Is the one where they're on the mountains of West Virginia, basically fending off the
All right.
the invasion.
Well, I gotta say, man, that was a real fun one. Perfect for Christmas. Don't forget, guys. Tell your friends. I think this is a good one to share with your family. It's
Well,
This was pretty good. This was pretty
there was
good.
no fucking.
I mean, you do have.
I don't know. We don't know what they were doing in those beds before Hitchcock arrived.
I mean, a lot of I don't. It
This
seemed
is
like
the
there was
Army, not the Navy, Chad.
And they weren't in the beds. They were just under blankets, looking like human-like figures.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, that was fun. Hope everybody have a great Christmas. Make sure to check out Ascendant Art on Friday. Are you gaming on Thursday, Slender?
I have no idea.
Thursday's Christmas, dude.
Yeah, it's,
So
I got a lot going on this week. So
Yeah, you do have a point on that.
And then Sunday we have the bullpen. Now that we're done with all the fucking Turning Point USA stuff, I may join. I guess do not care to talk about it. And Imp, you got something coming up with Nick?
No, not right at the moment.
And Punk, you do your things.
Yeah.
I think you should watch every time. And by the way, guys, if you miss us live, go back and watch them. They're fun, man. Just put on a game. You can just, do some gaming or whatever, or you can fold laundry, do housework, and just have it playing. You laugh, you learn. It's great. Tell your friends, tell your family. This is the cleanest we're probably ever going to be.
That's
so.
And I would just want to say, go back if you didn't see the intro. It's a banger. Worth it.
Suck up.
They made me go
Merry
dark.
Christmas, everybody.
no, I agree. I liked the intro. The intro was
Merry
good.
Christmas.
Anyway, oh wait, you liked it too. Yeah. So as always, if you're not being beamed up,
was good.
fuck off,
Beam
Chad.
down.
You know
Down.
what you did.
What did I do? I didn't
What
do
the fuck,
anything.
motherfucker? We're gonna play dumb.
Mr. Kansas law dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy? Yeah. Yeah, that's real good, law dog, cause law just don't go around here.
Hey, Lord, oh, Lord, don't go around here. And I say, hey, Lord, oh, Lord, don't go around here. They keep on chasing me, raising me, been such a good time. Women and beer, yeah. Loose women and beer, yeah. Women and beer, yeah. Women and beer, yeah. Hey, Lord, oh, Lord, don't go around here.
I want you to know it's over.
And I say, hey, Lord, oh, Lord, don't go around here.
Bye.
Machiavelli Production.